Here's a little thought experiment, do play along. What happens if behind the Tesla curtain they've realised that autonomy is as good as solved with version 12? What if Tesla also realises that building a self-owned robo-taxi fleet of autonomous vehicles at a fraction of the cost of any other vehicle they make today might well lead to a ludicrously more profitable future when compared to previous plans such as offering a $25,000 Tesla? Now, there's a lot of speculation and opinions floating around the Tesla community. This is mine if you hadn't guessed. And for the most part, that's all it is, speculation, because no one knows what's coming other than Elon Musk and a very few Tesla executives. All we can do is follow the breadcrumbs until we get some hard facts. Is it possible that Tesla could change its plans on building a more affordable car based on new information? Of course it is. Like cancelling the Model S and Model X in right-hand drive countries. No one saw that one coming, but if the numbers don't stack up and it's not worth the efforts to build them, of course it makes sense to cancel them. They are a fan of deleting things after all. It's Tesla. Do I think the mass market affordable Model 2 has been scrapped? Would it matter for Tesla if it was? Stick around and let's look into it. But let's start at the beginning. This has all come about from a Reuters article which claimed, exclusive, Tesla scraps low-cost car plans amid fierce Chinese EV competition. Tesla has cancelled the long-promised inexpensive car that investors have been counting on to drive its growth into a mass-market automaker, according to 3 sources familiar with the matter, and company messages seen by Reuters. That's 3 anonymous people, by the way, that may or may not exist. The automaker will continue developing self-drive robo-taxis on the same vehicle platform, the sources said. Tesla did not respond to requests for comment. That's because they shut down their PR department years ago. They never respond to comment. When asked to consider hiring a PR person, Elon said, "Other companies spend money on advertising and manipulating public opinion. Tesla focuses on the product. I trust the people." That's nice and all, but surely one PR person might be worth hiring to bat away the FUD with some facts. Can I make the suggestion of Sawyer Merritt perhaps? After the story was published, Musk posted on his social media site X that Reuters is lying again. He did not identify any specific inaccuracies. Is the whole story a lie then? Is any of it accurate? Has the focus shifted to Robo-taxi? Why not just say the $25,000 Tesla is still on track, if indeed it is? And here's Franz von Holzhausen. I had it then, didn't I? I could do it again now. And here's Franz von Holzhausen's response when asked if the $25,000 car was cancelled over the weekend.
What's happening with the $25,000 car? Is it cancelled? Is it just deprioritized? Has it been delayed? There was a lot of confusion on Friday, and we saw Elon's tweet in response, but that just created more confusion. And I know there's been back and forth on this from the Walter Isaacson book, but sure. I think investors and consumers would love to know if the $25,000 car is dead or just on the back burner.
I would just say stay tuned. Don't always believe in what you read.
Okay, good, I think. But why not just say, no, it's not cancelled? Am I imagining it, or are more people talking in riddles these days? What happened to calling a spade, or a woman a... Oh, let's not go there, shall we? Tesla shares tumbled more than 6% following the Reuters report, but recovered some of the loss after Musk's post. The stock was down 3.6% at Friday's market close. You heard that right. Reuters actually brags about manipulating the stock price. I wonder if these sort of articles are purposely designed for stock market manipulation by the media. No, that would be deliberate fraud, wouldn't it? But if they knew their article was going to tank the stock temporarily, they could in theory just short the stock knowing it's going to take a hit once they publish their story, or just watch it crash, buy at the bottom, and hallelujah, it's risen again once the story gets debunked. Just pure speculation, of course. What do I know? I'm just another plonker on YouTube. Back to the story, and here's the slightly confusing cryptic response from Elon. Shortly afterward, Musk posted on X, Tesla Robo-taxi unveil on the 8th of August, sending shares back up in after-hours trading. Okay, that's lovely, very exciting news, but why not mention the $25,000 Tesla, the one we were talking about, rather than the Robo-taxi? I've got to say, my brain hurts a little trying to figure out all the possible outcomes of this story. I think I've cracked it, which I'll get to shortly, but let's finish the Reuters article first for even more context. The stock reversal comes as Tesla faces fierce competition globally from Chinese electric vehicle makers flooding the market with cars priced as low as $10,000. Yeah, they're hardly flooding us, are they? BYD's cheapest offering in the UK is still over £30,000 for a very mediocre car. The plan for driverless robo-taxis, which could take longer to deliver, presents stiffer engineering challenges and more regulatory risks. Two sources said they learned of Tesla's decision to scrap the Model 2 in a meeting attended by scores of employees, with one of them saying the gathering happened in late February. Elon's directive is to go all in on Robo-taxi, that person said. The third source confirmed the cancellation and said new plans call for robo-taxis to be produced, but in much lower volumes than had been projected for the Model 2. Several company messages reviewed by Reuters about the decision included one on March the 1st from an unnamed program manager for the affordable car, discussing the project's demise with engineering staff and advising them to hold off on telling suppliers about program cancellation. A fourth person with knowledge of Tesla's plans expressed optimism about the decision to pivot away from the cheap car strategy in favour of robo-taxis, a segment Musk has envisioned as the future of mobility. The source cautioned that Tesla's product plans could change again based on economic conditions. If this were true, might this mean Tesla could easily pivot manufacturing towards the Model 2 and away from robo-taxi when market conditions improve, interest rates go down and such? Musk has wavered on the project before. In a biography of the entrepreneur released last year, author Walter Isaacson reported that Musk in 2022 put a hold on the entry-level EV plans, reasoning a Tesla robo-taxi would make the car irrelevant. Musk advisors urged him to stay on course, the book said. I'm jumping in here to point out the obvious. Elon Musk thinks in decades and sees the future possibilities and takes the actions necessary to start the ball rolling on projects before others have even had time to consider what they're having for breakfast. Evidence of this is having the foresight to build reusable rockets, ever cheaper electric vehicles, humanoid robots. When looking at the disruption to come from Tesla's robo-taxis, they will, over time, make producing any other Tesla seem irrelevant, as the sheer scale of autonomous robo-taxis, which will threaten the entire car ownership model, by the way, is the greater opportunity long-term for Tesla. Tesla called the affordable car project NV91 internally and H422 externally when discussing it with suppliers, according to two of the sources and company messages reviewed by Reuters. Messages from the unnamed Tesla program manager to staffers reference those code names in discussing the project's termination. One of those messages sent March the 1st said that suppliers should halt all further activities related to H422 NV91. The source said they did not know all the reasons behind the decision to kill the project. In another March the 1st message, the manager thanked engineering staffers and their efforts and urged them to document what they had learned. I'd like to thank everyone for all your hard work and dedication to pushing boundaries and executing the best design possible given the aggressive constraints we had to work within. We would not want all our hard work to go to waste, so it's important that we tie things off and document things properly. The messages showed meetings on the affordable car project being cancelled. The two sources said some engineers have been reassigned. Is this entire article a lie then? No, I don't think so. Tesla's plans might have changed though. Could it be that Tesla had a plan to build a very different Model 2 compared to a robo-taxi, both still using the same platform, but have now cancelled that Model 2 design in favour of one single vehicle available with or without a steering wheel for both affordable mass-market car sales around the world and to be that of a dedicated robo-taxi? That's in a possible set of outcomes, is it not? Do I think the mass-market affordable Model 2 has been scrapped? No, many countries are still crying out for sensibly sized, affordable, compelling EVs. I'm not entirely sure how well the Model 2 would sell in America given its smaller size, but with enough internal space as Tesla creates so well, and at a price point that opens up the possibility of a Tesla for the first time for way more people, perhaps such a compelling, affordable product will attract a lot more customers. Another reason the Model 2 won't be scrapped is that most countries are unfortunately years away from passing regulation to allow fully autonomous cars on their roads. This is most disturbing as the longer it is delayed, the more lives will be lost at the hands of incompetent, distracted, overconfident people that predominantly drive dumb vehicles that don't even have the simple safety feature of allowing your vehicle to stop rolling away if no one's in it, let alone actively avoiding accidents as Teslas do. The sooner autonomous cars are with us, the safer our roads will become and prevent millions of people dying unnecessarily. That to me is rather important. But as Electro Today highlights in this, America innovates, China replicates, and Europe regulates. Regulation is of course important, but needs adjusting at a more timely manner for today's fast-paced world. But there's more. I posted this after the story broke. Now, I'm really looking forward to my birthday, on August the 8th that is. Given the $25,000 car and Robo-taxi will share the same platform, and FSD version 12 looks to be the one to solve autonomy, and Tesla is no longer compute restrained, which model is the highest priority, I wonder? And along the same lines, from a far more successful X account that actually has Elon's attention, Mr. Breaking News himself, Sawyer Merritt, posts, Elon just said Reuters was lying. However, here is my general thinking. Tesla's low-cost $25,000 car and the Robo-taxi were always going to be based on the same platform. They were going to be very similar, but the $25,000 version was going to have a steering wheel. Maybe Elon and the team have been so impressed with how good FSD-12 has performed and were maybe thinking they should be shifting even more resources to the Robo-taxi FSD effort. This doesn't mean the $25,000 car is cancelled. Again, they share the same platform. Or the $25,000 car is far along enough that they can afford to shift some more resources to the Robo-taxi FSD effort. This doesn't necessarily mean anything is delayed. Elon responds with the sneaky side-eye emoji. Sawyer responds, I'll take that as confirmation. So from Elon's eye emoji and the puzzle pieces of this article and my own interpretation of it and Sawyer's post too, the $25,000 car looks to be far along enough that they can afford to shift some more resources to the Robo-taxi FSD effort. That's it. Whether that means a slower ramp up for the Model 2 if Robo-taxi's priority is another question and probably another video. But the outcome of this Reuters story sends a very bullish signal at the confidence of Tesla's full self-driving and autonomous capabilities if they are getting ready to ramp dedicated robo-taxis. I need to hear from you in the comment section below. What do you think I've got right or wrong? I'll be honest, it's been a tricky story for my little brain to navigate. But I did make a video about the Robo-taxi a little while ago. It's well worth a watch if you want to know more about it. Thanks as always to my amazing Patreon supporters. I'm Will. This is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.